Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog. So today we're going to go through my August empties. As you can see, I have quite a few items, but it's not as much as I usually tend to have, so this video shouldn't be too long. But let's just jump in and see what I used up this month. So I'm going to start with two fragrance related items, and the first one is by Aromatherapy Associates, and this is a Deep Relax Sleep Mist. And this one, you know what, it was actually a very strong scent, so unless you really like those kind of sleepy pillow mists, then I would advise to be careful with that one. Like, some of these mists are very kind of calming and relaxing, and they just have this kind of gentle scent. This is very potent, so I don't know, it didn't really relax me, to be honest. I felt like this is such a really strong scent, and every time I actually tried and sprayed it in our room when Robert was sleeping, I actually woke him up. So that's not very much of a sleeping mist if you ask me, but yeah, if you like this very kind of strong spa scent, I think you might like it. Who knows, it's always worth trying first, right? Okay, the second item in the fragrance category is Blackberry Cream Frosting, and this is a candle by Bath and Body Works, and I love this candle. This was supposed to be their kind of Christmassy candles, and the packaging definitely suggests that. But I do find berries in general to be more kind of summertime fragrances. You know, I don't really find them very Christmassy or wintry. So that's why I used that up recently, and this one had the note of fresh blackberries, sweet vanilla, and bubbly prosecco. So to me, this was more like a... I know that prosecco is a very typical Christmas kind of drink here in the UK. I don't really associate prosecco with Christmas, so maybe that's another reason why this candle is more summery for me. Okay, let's move on to the hair products. I have these Bramley shampoo and conditioners, and there are with lemon, rosemary, and mandarin essential oils. So there is that. They were okay. They were not my favorites, but I think these products will be great for very fine hair if you need something very gentle, not something that will just foam like crazy. It did feel more suitable for fine hair. So that's why maybe I didn't really feel like the shampoo cleansed my hair properly. I really like, you know, this big foam, and when I feel that my hair is properly cleansed. And the conditioner was very gentle as well. So yeah, there was nothing wrong with that, but these were not my favorites for sure. I have one more shampoo. This is the Ritual of Sakura by Rituals, and yeah, it was an alright shampoo. I don't really have much to say about it. It was just okay. And then I have this Oribe Gold Lust Nourishing Hair Oil, and this was lovely. I will probably say if you have very fine hair, this might actually weigh your hair down a little bit. I'll probably say this is great for medium to high porosity hair. With very fine hair, as I said, it might be a little bit too heavy, but I actually really like that. Next up, we have some Bath and Body related products, and I'm going to start with some... Okay, this is a hand wash by Molten Brown, Pedigree Dew, and this was stunning. I mean, I love Molten Brown in general, they're just amazing. So here the top notes were of petitgrain, lemon and lentisk, a heart of peach, lily of the valley and jasmine, and a base of musk, ambergris and cedarwood. And you know what, this actually gave me this kind of a very natural, kind of grassy, almost fragrance, like grass after the rain kind of vibe. It was brilliant, so yeah, definitely recommend that one. Another hand product, and this is a small one from the White Company, but I actually wanted to show you this. This is their hand cream in tuberose and cashmere, and it was lovely. I've been actually testing more of these White Company products from the Advent calendar last year, and they are brilliant, so I might be buying another calendar this year. We'll see. Next up, we have a couple of items from Rituals, and this is they're both from Ritual of Karma. So this is Holy Lotus and White Tea. And we have this shower foam and a body cream. So this was a nice duo to use. Very kind of summery fragrance. I actually really liked it. And the last product in this category is Aromatherapy Associates, and this is Rose Bath and Shower Oil. And I have to be honest, guys, this is my least favorite bath oil. I love their... I think it's Relax Muscle one. That one is amazing. The Revive Morning is really nice, but the Rose one, I don't know. It's just not my favorite scent, you know. It was okay. It was okay enough for me to use it up, but I didn't love it. So yeah, so I prefer like any other scent over this one. Okay, let's move on. Let's do like face products now. So let me start with this one over here, and this is on Moravita, Queen of Hungary Mist. I actually really like it. Do you know, I use these kind of like sprays constantly. I have dry skin, so I use these sprays in my morning skincare routine, in my evening skincare routine, throughout the day if I need it. I spray it over my makeup, and this is perfect for that. It's like a very fine mist. It smells nice. I actually really like it, so definitely something I'll be using more. I'm not going to be repurchasing this because I have like probably 2 more bottles of it, which is good. Okay, next up we have something I was quite disappointed with. This is Josh Rosebrook Cacao Antioxidant Mask, Purifying Facial Mask, and this is what it looks like. And I'm not disappointed with how the product worked, because that was okay. But I'm disappointed with the fact that I used up like half of it, and then I found like mold in it, which shouldn't have happened, right? I mean, it says here that you should use it within like 12 months, like after opening. And I opened it like maybe like 4 months ago, and this still happened. I'm not going to show you because it's just disgusting. I find it disgusting. But it happened, so I'm not too happy with that, because, you know, it makes you think like, you know, I noticed that mold there, but like before you can notice, you can that mold is still there, right? Before you can like visibly see this. So that's not great, is it? Anyway, maybe this was like an old batch or whatever, but it does make you think, right? Anyway, let's move on to like more pleasant things. This was actually lovely. This is Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum, and I actually really love retinol eye serums. I use retinol religiously. I use it like over my face, neck, décolletage. I could just like lather myself with retinol if I could, but I love the fact that I have separate eye serums, like retinol eye serums, because, you know, my eyes tend to be quite sensitive. I prefer to use something that's designed specifically for that area. So this is one of the really nice eye serums. This is probably my top 3, I would say. So I'm actually happy with that one, and I highly recommend it. Next up we have Dr. Seba, and this is Retinol Night Repair Anti-Aging Pore Refining Collagen Boosting Serum. So this is like a retinol based facial oil. It was okay. It was okay, it's not my favorite, but that's because it's very difficult to compete with my favorites. Like, I do have this very strong top 3 at this point, and it's difficult to even compete with those. This was okay, it wasn't amazing, it was a little bit too like heavy. I mean, I don't mind facial oils, but like some of them tend to be a little bit like less oily. Or maybe they just absorb a little bit better, I don't know. Or maybe there are just some types of oil that don't really work with my skin that well, I'm not really sure. But all in all, I think it was an okay serum. It's just not something I will like rave about, right? Okay, next up we have a mini sunscreen, but this one is gorgeous. This is by Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. It's SPF 30, so more like a winter sunscreen, or like, you know, British summer kind of like sunscreen, like the weather was ridiculous. I didn't really see sun for like a month or so. So SPF 30, but the great thing about this product is that this is like a proper primer thing. So it's clear, it doesn't really add like this extra white kind of color to your skin. And it also kind of smooths your skin, like it smooths pores, so it doubles as a primer. It's so good. I actually really love it, especially to use it under my makeup. It is brilliant. Okay, next up we have MZ Skin, and this is Replenish and Restore Placenta and Stem Cells Night Recovery Mask. This is what it looks like. I actually really like the fact that we have this little pump here, yeah, this was like a really nice product. Would I repurchase it? I don't think I would, because it's very expensive. I mean, this brand is very expensive in general, but I really liked this face mask. So yeah, there's that. And then we have 2 last products over here. We have Laneige Water Sleeping Mask, and this is like a face product. Like, Laneige is like, I mostly associate Laneige with lip products, but this is like a face mask, and it's supposed to be hydrating, and it did feel hydrating, but obviously I know that this is probably because there's like some menthol in it, so that it has this like cooling effect. So that's why it actually feels like it's more hydrating than it really is. But it's a very nice product nevertheless, and yeah, I did enjoy using it. And then the last thing in my skincare empties is this Green People Hydrating Calming Serum with Irish Moss and Marshmallow. And it was okay. It was okay, it was hydrating, it was calming. I would prefer this to have like a little nicer scent. It was not completely unscented, it did have a little bit of scent to that, and I did not really find it particularly pleasant. It didn't stink or anything like that, but it wasn't like very pleasant scent. So that's the only thing I can complain about, but other than that, it was like a nice serum. Okay, so we're down to the 3 last products, and these are all like more or less makeup items. So we have a primer here by Milk Makeup, and this is Hydro Grip Primer. It's only 10 ml, so it's like probably a travel size, but I actually really like this product. It did seem to help my makeup last longer, so yeah, that's quite a nice one. Next up we have this Laura Geller, and this is Matte Maker Invisible Oil Blotting Powder, which is pretty much like matting powder, you know, that's what it is. It was okay, again, like nothing to like write home about. You can't really compare this to like the new NARS setting powder, or some of those like finishing powders from Hourglass, but at the same time this is supposed to be like mostly mattifying rather than like finishing, so I guess that's the main thing here. It was alright for me to mattify my T-zone, but the result was not like particularly natural. I think this product will be great for like oily skin, where, you know, mattifying is your main goal. You don't really care much about like this natural result with like some light reflecting particles. You just want your skin to be mattified. So I think this would work much better like that. And then the last product in this empties video is my foundation, and this is by It Cosmetics, and this is, well, apparently this is a CC cream, but it's like a proper full coverage foundation, pretty much, with SPF 50. I love the fact that it does have SPF 50 in it, and I really love the packaging as well, because you can use it up to the last drop, because you don't only have to squeeze it, but you also have this pump here, so this is the best packaging you can get, you know, not to waste any of your product. Okay guys, so this is everything in my August empties. What do you guys think? Let me know if you spotted any of your favorite or products that maybe were a little bit disappointing for you. Thank you very much for watching. For more beauty related content, check those videos over here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care, bye.